Hey, what's up guys? So Oppo recently launched its budget phone Oppo A15 for a price tag of rupees 11,000 for 3GB 32GB variant. And if you are planning to buy Oppo A15, then you should definitely watch the full video, as maybe after this video you will change your mind and move to some other brand. In this video, we will do an in-depth review of Oppo A15 after 10 days of usage. We'll test out its gaming and camera performance, mention its pros and cons, and will finally suggest you whether you should buy Oppo A15 or not. We have already uploaded Oppo A15 speed test with other smartphones in its segment. You can watch the videos by clicking on the card on the top right corner. So first, let's check out what's good about Oppo A15. This phone is running on Android 10 with ColorOS 7.2, and I'm happy to report that there are no Chinese bloatware apps in this phone. The interface is quite smooth while swiping, but I think ColorOS 7.2 is not optimized properly for entry-level phones. App loading takes some time and there is quite a delay in opening the apps after you press them. But once the apps are opened, there's no lag or slowdown and you can do your daily task easily. And since it has a 40 to 30 mAh battery, Oppo A15 can easily work for a day with normal usage on single charge. Social media apps like Snapchat and Instagram works without any issue. Although the filters take some time to load, there isn't any lag or anything. So if you want a phone just for some basic tasks and social media usage, then Oppo A15 won't disappoint. Same goes with Instagram. Instagram works without any issue. There's no frame drop or lag while scrolling through pages or while zooming into images. Design wise, the phone looks good with this matte finish back panel and square camera cutout. It resembles to the recently launched Google Pixel 4a. The phone is quite easy to hold due to curved design and it's slim as well. The phone is available in dynamic black and mystery blue color. At the bottom is the mic, micro USB port, 3.5mm audio jack and speaker grill. The lock and the volume buttons are on the right side. You get the dual SIM tray and SD card slot on the left side. At the back is a triple camera setup with LED flash and fingerprint sensor. On the front is the selfie camera on the water drop notch and earpiece. Oppo A15 is powered by Helio P35 chipset with an octa-core processor and PowerVR GE8320 GPU. It comes with 3GB RAM with 32GB storage. No doubt Helio P35 is a decent processor, but that's okay in the entry-level phones which cost 7 to 8,000 rupees. But Helio P35 is not acceptable in a phone which costs 11,000 rupees. Games like Asphalt 9 run on lowest settings, the graphic doesn't look good, the details are missing, and still there are some frame drops and lag. Same goes with PUBG. Even PUBG works on medium FPS only on smooth and balanced mode, and HD mode is not supported. Whereas its competitors like Redmi 9 Prime and Poco M2 run PUBG on Ultra FPS on smooth and balanced mode and HD mode with high FPS. So that's a big downer on the Oppo A15. And even if we select smooth mode with medium FPS, still there are some frame drops. And this is not acceptable at this price point. There is also some graphic loading issue of objects that are far away, especially when you are riding in a car. So if you are a gamer, I would suggest you to stay away from Oppo A15. Now talking about the camera, Oppo A15 has a triple camera setup, a 13MP f2.2 aperture camera with face detection autofocus, a 2MP f2.4 aperture macro camera, and a 2MP f2.4 aperture depth sensor. There are some basic features in the stock camera app like portrait mode, HDR, live filters, beauty mode and panorama. You can shoot 1080p videos up to 30fps and 120fps slow motion videos. AR stickers are available for both front and rear camera. At the front is a 5MP f2.4 aperture selfie camera which can shoot up to 1080p resolution videos. You also get portrait mode, live filters and beauty mode in the front camera as well. So let's check out some camera samples. Oppo A15 has a very decent camera. Daytime pictures look good, colors are natural, photos have decent amount of details. Portrait photos are acceptable but has some edge detection issues like the specs has been blurred in the left photo. HDR in normal sunlight works fine, but in harsh direct sunlight, the phone finds it difficult to maintain details in the foreground. Indoor shots in artificial lighting conditions are nice, the lights doesn't get overexposed. The low light performance is decent. Since this phone has night mode, you can capture some decent shots. Selfies look good in normal sunlight as well as in indoor lighting conditions. For security, it comes with fingerprint scanner which is fast and secure. It also has face unlock which is quite fast, but security wise it's not that great. Oppo A15 has a 6.52-inch IPS LCD display with 720 by 1600 resolution and 269 ppi density. The colors look good, they are saturated, the sharpness of the display, contrast ratio and viewing angle are decent on this phone. So that was all about Oppo A15, and looking at the performance and features, I feel that this phone is slightly overpriced, as at this price point its competitors like Redmi 9 Prime or Poco M2 have better specifications and camera setup. Oppo A15 is recommended for those who want a phone for daily tasks like social media usage with a good battery backup, as this phone can last for a day with normal usage. But for gamers and photography addicts, I would suggest you to stay away from Oppo A15. Please let me know in the comment section below what are your thoughts about Oppo A15. If you enjoyed the video, do hit the like button. Also don't forget to click the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get updates on our new video uploads. Also follow me on Instagram on techbuzz.insta page and techbuzz Facebook page. We will be back with another video soon. Till then, stay tuned.